Hey everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Mindy Banks. I'm the Flip Flop Chef. I'm so excited to talk to you about Pampered Chef's Deluxe Multi Cooker and the accessories that you can get from Pampered Chef to use in it. So if this is your first video with me, I hope you'll click the subscribe button while you're here, and be sure to also go to theflipflopchef.com and click the button at the top to access thousands more recipes and a weekly giveaway. So let's go ahead and get started. If you're familiar with pressure cooking, then some of this is going to be easy for you to understand. If you're not familiar with pressure cooking, I do have another video using our previous model, which is called the quick cooker. It's a pressure cooking 101 class, and I also have a quick cooker class. So there's two different videos already out there that you can check out and learn more about the pressure cooker settings and all about things that you can make in your Deluxe Multi Cooker. So anything that you can make in the quick cooker or an Instapot, you're going to be able to make in Pampered Chef's Deluxe Multi Cooker. Our multi cooker is gonna blow you away. So I'm gonna zoom in so that you guys can check this out. And this is the multi cooker. And the first thing I wanna show you is there is a power button on the back, and I have this plugged in already. So you turn on the power button and then you're ready to get started. There is a cord wrap on the back of the Deluxe Multi Cooker. So you guys can see there's a place here where I can wrap my cord. It's black, it looks like it's blending in. So if you can't see that, just know the cord wrap is on the back. Makes it really easy for you to store the cord when you're not using it. One of my favorite features of the Deluxe Multi Cooker is the lid rest. So when you take your lid off, a lot of times you're gonna have steam and condensation built up here. And if you're trying to find a place on your countertop to put this, sometimes it's a little bit difficult, especially if you're limited in your space. I love the lid rest. There's one on both sides. So regardless of if you're right-handed or left-handed, you can put the lid rest in easily. And you can leave it there while you serve your food, or if you're adding something else and putting the lid back on, that's another great option. The inner pot to the Deluxe Multi Cooker is exactly the same pot that you're gonna get that you may have gotten with your quick cooker if you have that from Pampered Chef. It's also the exact same size as the Instapot inner pot. So anything that you can make in a 6-quart Instapot, you can also make in our Deluxe Multi Cooker. You're going to get this cooking guide, comes with your multi cooker, and it tells you about all of the things that you can make in it and gives you temperature guides so that you know how long to cook things. So what I want to do is I just want to walk you through the settings. I'm going to use my little cooking guide as a cheat sheet here, but you'll notice that all of the different settings are lit up. There's a custom setting. So if you're getting recipes on Pinterest that tell you that's maybe using an Instapot, you can use those directions. They usually say custom setting. So you have the option to set it to any pressure that you like and for any temperature. We have an egg setting where you can actually steam eggs. You can steam hard-boiled eggs, or you can make egg bites with our egg mold. I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about this in a little bit. You can use this on another feature as well. You have a poultry button, you have a beef and pork button, seafood setting, excuse me, I'm saying buttons and I mean settings. Seafood setting, there's a white rice, whole grains, soup, beans, dessert, steam, and sterilized settings. You also have 4 more cooking methods available outside of pressure cooking. So this is a pressure cooker. It can do anything that your other pressure cookers that you've probably used before can do, and it can do more in some cases. There are other ways that you can cook with your quick cooker. So we have a sear setting. So when you put this on sear, it's the same as if you were to take a pot, not necessarily this one, but taking a stock pot and putting it on your stovetop and using, browning your meat or starting something on the stove. You can do that here. I love that you can start on the sear setting and finish on a slow cooker setting or the pressure cooker setting, depending on what you're cooking. So you're not having to brown meat on the stovetop and on one pan and then bring it to your multi cooker and do something different, whether you're doing pressure cooking or if you're doing a slow cook setting. The other cook method we have is sous vide. And sous vide, you might not be familiar with that, but it is basically a process of cooking. It means sous vide means under vacuum. And so you're using a water bath and your food is in a vacuum sealed bag or a bag that you've squeezed all of the air out of. You can use Ziploc bags, and you can, we recommend the freezer bags for those. If you have a larger piece of meat, you can use IKEA bags. They have a little bit larger size than Ziploc has, and they're really, really heavy duty but I know not everybody's near an IKEA. You can sous vide in Pampered Chef's reusable silicone bags. I love these bags. I've been using them in my kitchen and even more than in my kitchen for so many different things. I have another video that features the silicone bags, so if you want to check that out, it's on my channel. But I love that you can sous vide in these. The key is you want to make sure that the seal is completely sealed. You want to make sure all the air is out of the bag and keep the seal above the water. So it can go down under it can go down under where the lip is, just as long as the water is not getting into the seal. Now, you can sous vide with the lid that comes with the multi-cooker. You can put this right on there, choose the sous vide setting, and be on your way. I like to sous vide with our glass lid, and the glass lid is something that you could have purchased or may have purchased for your quick cooker. It's the exact same lid. You can put it on the top. I like to use this for two things. One, it seems to be easier to get the lid on and not worry about that seal going under the water because it can see through it. And then if I did need to check something or adjust something, I can easily take this lid off and I'll still be able to see where the bag is and that the seal is under the water. So sous vide cooking is not a fast way to cook. It tends to take a lot longer to cook sous vide. So it's not a quick type recipe. It's something that you tend to have to plan ahead for. However, once you start sous videing your meat, you will never want to cook it any other way. I just finished cooking a beef brisket in here. I let it cook on the sous vide setting for 24 hours, and I can't wait to eat it. I haven't cooked it in the oven yet. So you sous vide it, and then you're going to finish it in the oven. So a lot of the recipes, you sous vide them, and then you sear them on the stovetop in a skillet or whatever pan that you like to use on your stovetop. So you're gonna cook the meat to the precise temperature that you like. So if you're not sure what temperature you wanna cook something to, you can get out your guide. And on the sous vide, let's see if I can get to that section, and I'll give you an example. So, where is it? My fingers are not working. Oh, that's still pressure cooking. Let's see if I can find it. Okay. It is in here somewhere. All right, I don't know what page it's on, so I won't waste your time. But we have some guides that tell you kind of like what temperature to set if you want a medium steak. So if you're cooking your steaks in here, you can set it to that perfect temperature for medium or medium rare or well done, whatever you like. I definitely go on the medium rare side. And once they're done, you take them out of the plastic bag, you dry them with like paper towels, and then sear them. For the beef brisket that I'm going to be making tonight, I'm going to roast it in the oven for a couple of hours and put more seasoning on it after I dry it off, and it'll just kind of give it that crispy outside too. So I can't wait to eat that. So we talked about sear, we talked about sous vide, and then there is also a slow cooker feature. And the slow cooker feature is just like a crock pot. And I do also like to use this glass lid versus the other one, because with slow cooking, you're not cooking under pressure, so there's no reason to use that big bulky lid. And again, you can see what's happening. If you need to add ingredients in at any point in time before it's finished, it's easier to take this lid off and put it back on than it is for the other one. We also have a yogurt setting, which I love making my own homemade yogurt. It tastes so much better than what you can buy at the store. I do have a video showing you guys how to use the cold start method, which means you're not heating up your milk and then waiting for it to cool and then proofing it. It is using ultra filtered milk that's already been heated up and cooled down, and so it makes it so much easier than making it with just regular milk that's straight out of the fridge that hasn't been heated before. So be sure to check out that video, and that one I have one for the quick cooker and for the Deluxe Multi Cooker, depending on which one you are using. Now, your quick cooker does not have the sous vide function, so if you're looking for that, that was an addition that we made to the Deluxe Multi Cooker after lots of requests. So this cooking guide has recipes start to finish to show you how to make different things, has those time guides as well, but there's so much more that you can do with your Deluxe Multi Cooker outside of using the sous vide feature and outside of using the slow cooker feature. So under pressure, You can do so much, and there are thousands and thousands of recipes on Pinterest. I have so many recipes in my recipe community at theflipflopchef.com as well. But let me show you some of the accessories that you can get from Pampered Chef that are approved to use in the Deluxe Multi Cooker. So the first one I want to talk about is our egg bite mold. So this egg bite mold is made of silicone. It's also safe to put in the Deluxe air fryer and in your oven, and I believe you can use it in the microwave too. It's dishwasher safe. You can use this to make sous vide egg bites. So if you've ever had those at Starbucks before, you probably know how good they are. Well, they're even better when you make them fresh at home and they're not being reheated at Starbucks. And so when you're sous vide, when you're going to sous vide the egg bites, the mold is going to be submerged into this pot only to where the water comes up to the top of the bottom of the rim here. You don't want the water covering the egg bite mold because the water will get into the mold. This does have a lid that you put on, but it's not like a super tight sealed lid. It's just a lid to cover it up because you need to cover it while it's cooking. But you want to make sure that the water is not above the bottom of this rim. And to lower this down into your quick cooker, or excuse me, your Deluxe Multi Cooker, I have to retrain my brain, you guys. Take this and you just lower it down. The recipe for the egg bite molds is at theflipflopchef.com. You can also find it on my website with Pampered Chef, and so it gives you the exact amount of water. I think it's 7 cups of water that you put in here. You set the sous vide temperature, put your egg bites in, and just put the lid on it and go. For the sous vide, you can use the glass lid. If you are using this a pressure cooker setting, then you would use this lid. So you have 2 different choices for what you can use. So you can pressure cook the eggs on the egg setting, or you can sous vide them on the sous vide setting. So got some options. A couple of other accessories that I want to show you. We do have a springform pan, and we also have a ceramic pot. The cradle that goes with the ceramic pot and springform pan can be used with both of those products. Sometimes, or most of the time, maybe all the time, I'm thinking in my brain now, when you're using these, you're going to also need to use this trivet. Now the trivet is a standard accessory that comes with your Deluxe Multi Cooker. These other accessories that I'm showing you are sold separately, and if you need to purchase anything from me, I am a consultant with the Pampered Chef. I would love the opportunity to help you with your order, and I'll be there to help you every step of the way once you get it. You're going to take your trivet and you place it inside of the inner pot. You're typically going to have some water underneath there. Just follow whatever the recipe says. Usually a cup is good enough. Put the cup of water in the bottom, put the trivet in, and then you're going to lower your ceramic pot or your springform pan. I'll show you how these both fit the same cradle. So you can make cheesecakes. So Pampered Chef has some delicious pressure cooker cheesecake recipes. You're probably going to need to cover it with foil. Just follow the instructions on the recipe for that. And you're going to lower that down on top of the trivet. So that's the springform pan. The other one is the ceramic bowl. Now the ceramic bowl, or ceramic pot, excuse me. I love this one. It's beautiful. It matches a lot of our other entertaining pieces, but this is great for doing something called pot-in-pot cooking. And so what that means is you can cook 2 things at the same time as long as they have relatively similar cooking times and they're both pressure cooker recipes. You can cook them easily together. So I'll give you a couple of examples. So salsa chicken tacos, that's another recipe that I love making in my pressure cooker. I put all the chicken mixture in the bottom of the inner pot, and then I take this trivet, place it on the top, make sure I put all 3 of those feet pressed down so that they're touching the bottom of the pot. And then in the ceramic pot, I can cook rice. Put it in the cradle, lower it in, and then you're able to cook 2 things at the same time. So you're cooking the chicken mixture for your tacos, and then you're cooking your rice for your side dish all at the same time because they have relatively similar cooking times. And another example of when you would do pot-in-pot cooking is you could put a meatloaf in the ceramic pot, and you could put potatoes in the inner pot, and then just separate the 2 with the trivet that goes inside. So that's what pot-in-pot cooking is. It's exactly what it sounds like. You're taking a smaller pot, putting it in a bigger pot, and you're cooking 2 things at the same time. There are other examples like pot roast with vegetables. You can do so many things with your pressure cooker. Literally, you can make every single meal in your pressure cooker if you wanted to. So this is the ceramic pot. And then we also have steaming baskets. So you have have two sizes that come together, and this is sold separately from the purchase of the multi-cooker. So you have two different size stainless baskets. These are also really great if you need a colander and use them to rinse things off in your sink. It's great for that. You can use both of these at the same time. So you could put maybe some shrimp in the larger basket and then put some broccoli in the upper basket. Whatever you put in, you just want to make sure that it's not sitting too much on top of the food in the larger basket. And then you can put these, whoops, gotta take this out. Place these inside of your multi-cooker and you can steam the shrimp and the vegetables at the same time. Or you can just use one steaming basket to steam whatever you would like with that. So the steaming baskets are great. They do come as a set of two. We also have a fluted cake pan. So with this fluted cake pan, you can make smaller fluted cakes using this pan in the Deluxe Multi Cooker. And fun tip, this can also go in Pampered Chef's Deluxe Air Fryer without this little stand. So you need the stand when you're using this in the pressure cooker so that you have something to hold on to lower this and lift it back out. So make sure that you're using this piece when you're using this in your pressure cooker, but not when you're using it in the air fryer. And of course the pan is oven safe, just like the springform pan and our ceramic pot. Those can all go in the oven as well as your pressure cooker. So your Deluxe Multi Cooker is a powerhouse that you need in your kitchen. You can make just about every single meal in here that you would like, and I have so many recipes for our quick cooker in my recipe group, which, like I said before, all the quick cooker recipes can be made in the Deluxe Multi Cooker. I have a whole playlist on this channel on YouTube that you're watching right now for the quick cooker and the Deluxe Multi Cooker. So you have so many videos to keep you busy making your list of the things that you want to make for this. If you're interested in placing the order to purchase the Deluxe Multi Cooker, I would love for you to click the shopping button on any of the channels that you're following me on, or you can contact me, you can comment on the video, and I'll be happy to reach out to you that way. If you're interested in hosting a party with me to get this 50 or 60% off, feel free to reach out to me and I'll be happy to offer tell you about the offers that we have available when I hear from you. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions at all, please let me know, and please share this. If you have friends that like to cook with pressure cooker or sous vide recipes, I hope that you'll share it with them. If you know somebody who has Pampered Chef's quick cooker or our new Deluxe Multi Cooker, be sure to share it. Sharing is caring, and I appreciate you guys watching today. That's all I have for now, but I'll see you soon, okay? Take care.